Hello everyone, Warrior here and welcome back to the Wales campaign from Medieval 2 Total War. Now we're on episode 20 today, so you know what that means, boys and girls. It's going to be an hour-long special. So sit back, relax with your beverage of choice, and let's get started with the campaign. Now in the last episode, we basically spent most of it fighting the siege defense at Doolin, where we had two Irish armies coming at us. We royally kicked their butts and sent them scarpering after a heroic victory, killing hundreds, if not a couple of thousand of them, and taking a couple of hundred casualties ourselves. We're in a good position now to seize the initiative from that victory and push even further into Irish territory. We've always got the situation down here at Canterbury, where the English have returned once the Barons' alliance was dissolved, and we need to kick their butts and finally eliminate them. So first of all, we're going to be sorting it out. So King Llewellyn is in position, ready to go and attack. Simon, he could go around here, but we're not going to do that. We're going to go straight against Simon the Malevolent. Now, looking at the army composition, well, our army is actually a bit bigger than theirs, so let's have a look. We've got a few lines of front-line troops. We've got plenty of English heavy billmen, which are good against armour. We've got safe rear, we've got artillery. We should be okay. What do they have?
To address me is to court death, knave.
Of course, of course. So Simon the Malevolent and a unit of Bill Militia and 1, 2, 3, 5 units of something else. I tell you what, let's attack them.
We shall slaughter them, my lord.
Okay.
Such is the fate of all who oppose us.
Okay, Bansbar
They'll wish
very
they'd
much
never been born, sire.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of Bill Militia and 1 of Town. Okay, these guys I could shoot to pieces, and then these guys I need to attack in melee. Okay. I am actually going to fight this out, and there's
There'll be no escaping us now!
If I attack them, chances are one of two things is going to happen. Either one, all the people are going to die, and the army is eliminated, or the survivors are going to be able to retreat back to Canterbury, and it's going to make the siege defense, the siege attack I'm going to have to do next turn, even more difficult.
Await my orders.
I would like to just try and kill as many of them on this map as I can before we get onto the siege defense later. So because of the sheer amount of missile troops that billmen that they have, which are terrible against missile troops, I'm going to set up my formation a little bit differently than I usually do. So we're going to put I have my spearmen along here, of course, and we're going to have my billmen, number 2 units of billmen I think on this flank, just for the moment. And you guys can form up then on this flank. Generals and the bodyguard, Llewellyn and so, you can form up like so. Artillery, we're going to have... So you know what, we'll put you guys right here. And then all my archers, we're going to put straight onto the front line, as well as these unit of mercenary crossbows. Yeah, I think keeping on like that will just be great. Now, just in case they try to do anything, we're going to put some stakes down on the ground. So they try to come at my archers, and then they're going to... we'll be able to do some damage to them. Right, at the moment though, I want my catapults now to try and attack them if possible. So, let's put them on fire, Will. Okay, they're going to come straight at us. Alright, you guys are on fire, Will, as well, aren't you? Yes. So we just need them to come at me. If their general tries charging through to attack my archers, then as they pull back, they're going to take a lot of damage from those stakes. And then we can just pull them back behind the line of heavily armoured spearmen. We've got... General can then go around the flank in order to attack from the rear. We've got our billmen then that can outflank them then. So yeah, we should be in a good position right now. We just need to kill off as many of them as we can first of all. Right, they're going to come in and charge. Right. So archers and my crossbowmen, of course. Let's get ready to pull you guys back. We'll pull you back a little bit further, I think. Like there, we should be fine. I want them to try and get a few more shots in, if possible, before the enemy charge in. Okay. Right, let's pull them back now. Alright, one. Okay. I'll take... General, we're going to have you guys come around to this flank, ready to attack. Right. And let's see if we can engage them. So you guys can charge straight into the town militia here. You guys can charge them forward there. Right. Okay, the stakes have managed to stop them. That's okay. You guys can come over here now, ready to thing. We guys, I want you to come in and attack them. Okay, you guys, you're pursuing them. Right. Okay, let's do that. You guys can charge forward and attack the general. You guys come in and attack them. Right.
The battle is very much in our favor.
Okay,
if we
let's bring you
remain
guys
true
over
and
to this side.
steadfast,
Let's bring my
victory
general
will
and
be
his
ours.
bodyguard over to this side. Because I don't want to run the risk of them going through the stakes and killing themselves. Right, we're going to send you guys after the malevolent here. You guys can just KO after these. Archers can continue firing. Right, general's bodyguard, you guys over to there. Okay, you guys against this unit here.
The enemy general has no honor.
Right, he's
He flees
fleeing.
the field
That's
of battle
fine.
and abandons it.
Right, you guys can continue after them. Basically, we just need to chase them down. My missile troops are still in a position to keep firing. We are probably taking
The
one or two
enemy army
units
flees the field.
of
Pursue
friendly
and
fire,
run them
but
down.
that's fine. You guys can move forward. For what it's worth, you guys can chase after them as well. We may not be able to kill off the general, but as long as we can kill most of the infantry, then that's my main priority. Right, you guys can come after them, you guys continue after these. If only I had more cavalry units. Oh well. Let's fast forward a little bit. My troops know what I expected them to do, so we can just continue doing that. Okay, you guys run after these now. You guys after the... go after these. Okay, I've managed to kill pretty much all of them. Right, come over here now. There we go, that's what I want to see. Who's left?
All of Christendom
There we go.
will be awed by the victory we have won
52
here
casualties,
today.
that's fine. We did lose, what, 9 to friendly fire, but that's otherwise fine. We killed pretty much everyone and captured the rest of them. That's exactly the news I want to see from this. Right. Now you know what's going to happen now. We're going to execute the soldiers. So that means that only Simon the Malevolent was able to escape.
Victory! Nothing can stop us, sire.
Right. So we need to go and
Command me,
attack
sire.
Canterbury now at some point. So let's bring in some reinforcements first of all to just help
By
out
your
our
command.
push.
An order.
We'll do that.
Forming up into a force to be feared.
So we'll be able to
Yes,
attack
sire.
them next
Moving
turn
to
until
crush the
someone's
enemy.
involved. Is there any other units I would like to try and bring with us just in case? Maybe... I'll tell you what, let's put you in the army as well.
With honor,
There we go, nice full stack.
assembling a
We can do
mighty
that.
host of your troops, sire.
And we can retrain you guys. Okay.
They'll
Go
wish
after that.
they'd never been born.
Need someone removed,
Right.
sir.
What can we use our iron for?
Name thy target, sire.
Okay, all of these are going to be very difficult to track down. This guy, Simon the Malevolent now has actually no thing in the world. Jesus. Let's have a look. He is the leader of the Barons Alliance, or he was. Grim Commander, Marks of War. He's just not really that good. Dread, mindful of risks. He's loyal. Something. Poor administrator. Yeah, he might be a good... he has no loyalty, no management. Jesus. Let's have a look. A great market. You know what? I'm not going to send my assassin here, just because from the looks of it... Yeah, they've got great markets, Master Thieves Guild, a warehouse, dockyards. Once I take this, I'm going to make a lot of money. Right. I'll tell you what. Come out to here and go after Simon Talbot.
Name thy
Why
target,
not?
sire.
Get some practice in. Let's see how he does. Oh, that worked. Always love those little video clips. I remember watching them originally in the original Shogun Total War, and I loved it. I was very happy when they brought them back for Shogun 2. I just wish that they did them in all the Total War games rather than just the, a couple of them. I mean, you have the option to turn them off like that, and once you've seen the video, you can ask it to get rid of it again. Like, don't show this movie type again. But it's just nice. It's quite handy. And it's just cool to watch, Okay, so you've done extremely well.
Who do you want
Right.
dead?
I could have him go after that Scottish princess. Tempting. tell you what, let's see, we've got a merchant up there, we've got, everything is okay here. I have to be honest, what I do want to go after Canterbury and take it right away, because here's my thing. I don't know how much longer the war is going to go. In fact, let me just double check. Scotland, yeah, Scotland at the moment is at war with Norway, but I don't know how much longer they're actually going to be fighting. And once they do, Scotland's only natural enemy that they can sort of, or way to expand, is down south into my lands. So I do want to make sure I have an army ready, excuse me, so if they do come to attack, I can be in a position where even if they do take one or two of my settlements, I can take them back quite quickly and then push forward into Scotland in order to take some territory myself. I mean, it's a bit of a thing as well, because at the moment most of my forces are all over here in Ireland. So depending on, once I've dealt with some of the Irish forces, I feel tempted maybe to send an army back up to Scotland in order to try and deal with them, because at the moment I don't make much money per turn for income, so it might be worthwhile just doing that rather than build up a second army. But to be honest, I'm just going to continue taking some more areas and we'll see what happens. But anyway, back to Ireland. So we managed to achieve the victory last time, and we've got the King Howard's force right here. Can I move?
Command me, sire.
You guys can't move. Why is that? Oh, it's because you're right next to King Howard. Okay.
You are weaker than I.
Is it worth me going after this
know
army?
it.
To be honest, I don't know. Like, if I'm planning to take them out over in Canterbury next turn, it might be better if I save my people's lives and maybe try and go up towards Trim, maybe? But we do need artillery, that would be better. I'll tell you what, let's try this. I'm going to attack King Howard now. Now, we'll have reinforcements coming in from Doolin.
We shall slaughter
There
them,
we go,
my
so that will
lord.
push him off.
Such is the
And
fate
we
of
can actually
all
start
who
moving up
oppose
then
us.
a little bit.
An order.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yes.
So we'll move him here.
We'll stop here.
Now, what I would
Yes.
like to do ideally then is if I ask
Sire.
these guys... Yeah, we'll send both
Orders.
bombards over to here. What we'll do temporarily...
Yes, sire.
We can't swap it. No, we
Entering
can't
woods
swap it
and
with our
preparing to
infantry because they
ambush.
already moved. So what I'll do,
forces
we'll swap them
aligned.
with cavalry right now.
Is set.
Like
My
that.
lord. My lord.
And then you guys can march back to Doolin.
Sire.
There we go. Now, we do need to repair some stuff. Like, hang on. Oh, no. Jesus, 2,176. That's a lot of money. Okay, I have to bear that in mind. Okay, let's get some English bill, those guys replenished right now. I think what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to wait until I take Trim, because this is an Irish fortress, rather than just a town. I don't know what's actually here, but it's lightly defended. With the bombards, we'll be able to attack them next turn and seize it for ourselves. They do have an army right here, led by Captain Cole.
I'll rip off your head and spit down your neck.
They have basic warband, although they are effective against armor. They have a ballista. They do have these javelin men. Javelin men are actually very good, surprisingly. Like, they're native tribesmen, they're supposed to be pretty... I'm not sure how well... Like, they're supposed to be designed merely as skirmishers. But when you look, their melee attack is very, very good in comparison to what them just being, you know, javelin men. And, yeah, it's just surprising. I mean, ideally, you want to shoot them from range, I think, rather than try and engage them in melee. Because look at that, melee attack's 11. My Taily, my best knights, have got attack of 8. I mean, what? Actually, what? Taily have only got... What? Huh? Sorry, I'm just a bit in shock right now, because I actually expected them to be better. I mean, let me have a look at the bodyguard units if I can. I can't because we're in the town right now. I'll tell you what. Go back onto
Command
for
me,
a second.
sire.
Yeah, General's bodyguard is 13 attack. Why is it that my Taily men have only got an attack of 6? Why? Yeah. And Talia, an attack of 8. I honestly can't believe that. Jesus. Well, you guys are better. You all got 12. Well, that's because they're at maximum experience. I'm actually a bit surprised right now. I'm actually kind of in shock with that. Jesus. Okay. let's deal with that. Right. So we do have the army here that's taken a few casualties, but they will be okay. I feel tempted to try and move these guys to attack Captain
I'll
Collins.
rip off your head and
But to be
spit
honest,
down your
I'm
neck.
going to keep them in the fort just for the moment. I would like the idea of that if they do try to attack Dillon, they're going to have to try and come at me that way. So we'll leave it for now. We'll just end the turn. So what we'll do next turn then we'll attack the fortress of Trim in order to take it off the Irish. And we can use that then to actually replenish the forces over in Dulin as well. We'll attack Canterbury straight away so we can actually take and eliminate the English. If that army is still there next turn, we'll just have to kill them off. Nice and easy. Are you coming after my merchants? Let's fast things a little bit more and let's have a look. Don't you dare take it. Okay. Well, I remember as well, one of the things I forgot to mention last time is, for the last episode of this, did you guys see the Wales trailer for Thrones of Britannia? It looks really good. I know a couple people have asked me, one or two people I should say, have asked me in the video comments already, am I going to play as Wales when it comes to Thrones of Britannia? To be honest, I see you. What? Yeah. Some people have said about whether or not I was going to play as Wales. Probably are, but I don't know. I'm going to have to see how the gameplay works, because if it's like, what? King Llewellyn has died. Oh, for God's sake. Wait. Do I know why he died? It doesn't say that he was murdered or anything, so that's something. Maybe he just died from old age. I mean, he was pretty old. Oh, he was... Was he affected by plague? Oh, for God's sake.
Orders.
Maybe he was affected by plague. That might have been why. Okay. Well, nevertheless, we've got family members here. We've got units that are capable of leading the army. But I can't believe Llewellyn has finally died. I can't believe that. Okay. Okay. It's alright. It's okay. Right. Let's go over now and attack the English.
To battle it is then, sire.
Yep, we're just going to
Prepare
attack
to
straight
assault
away.
the walls. We lay siege.
Let me see. Yeah, Baron's Power is much my favourite. They've got loads and loads of general units, Bill Militia and Town Militia. We'll be able to take them out fairly easily. We'll get my... Well, what we're going to do, I'm going to get my archers now in position to be able to attack the Bill Militia from range, kill as many of them as I can from range before we get up close and personal. My spearmen should be able to take out the general's bodyguards and that pretty easily, and then I'll have to rely on my Bill Militia to kill off the town guard as well as any survivors. So that's my sort of general plan, I think. So we're just going ahead and attack.
I shall lead our forces into battle, my lord.
I probably will play as Wales for the Thrones of Britannia, but I will have to check out, see how it's going to work. If playing the campaign is going to be, or battles in that, it's going to be worthwhile. When I was trying to do it with, for example, Warhammer, and I was doing the Von Carsteins, which I got rid of the footage because I didn't want to have an incomplete campaign. It took ages to do battles, and if it's going to do that again...
the goal here is to capture...
Shut up. I know what's going to happen. Yeah, I've done siege battles before, but yeah, when I did it, I remember doing a siege for battle with Von Carsteins before I got into the series because there's no way I was able to. It was going to take ages to finish, and for a 10-minute battle, it took nearly 20-25 minutes. They went so slow during the battle. So what I'm thinking about doing is maybe looking into possibly doing it as an abridged campaign, similar to Officially Devon, where I'll play the game myself and then just put it together with the highlights and going through it post-commentary style rather than live like this, for example. Anyway, we need to attack. So, what's the best way to do this? Let's see. They're going to be right here. Chances are they're going to have the entire army in here. So, while I would like to ideally try and take them out from... Well, as in, like, I would like to try and outflank them in that. I think I'm just going to have to deal with it the best I can. So, I think coming here is going to be the best. I can wipe down the walls, and then there's a straight route down to the center, and I can now come around the sides then as well and flank them once we get a bit closer. So yeah, let's deploy the army here. So for the moment, we'll put these guys here first of all. I think the tower... No, let's put you guys like so. I think the catapult's going to be my main weapon to use against the walls. These are more designed, I believe, for... Well, I don't know. Mortar's very long-range missile. We might be able to attack from range with these. But these guys, this is better against infantry. So it might be... We'll keep those and rely on the catapult mainly to try and do damage. Let's see. I'm going to have you guys keep back. And we're going to rely on these to kill off as much of the Bill militia as possible. Spearmen are going to form up along here as usual. Right. Tell you what, we'll have crossbowmen here as well. Right. You guys can form up on the flank. Still can't believe I lost Llewellyn. I really can't believe that. Right. You guys then can form up behind here. There we go. Start the battle. Right, so you guys are going to knock down that tower for me. The enemy has deployed basically all their troops in the center, just like I thought they will. So what we'll do, we'll knock down that tower, knock down maybe 1 or 2 walls, and we'll start bringing our troops up. We'll have most of the infantry along here, mainly spearmen I think at the front line. I'm going to try and bring my archers, so maybe we can try and attack them from back here. And just have it so while we'll have some units defending them, we'll just sit back and allow my archers to do as much damage as we can. We'll send some troops along here as well, maybe some my billmen in order to attack them as well, but for the moment we just need to knock down the gatehouse. I'm going to keep the mortar and the revolt ready to, because the mortar in particular is going to be able to shoot over the buildings and land in the center, and with an area effect it should hopefully do a lot of damage against those units before we get up close. So let's fast forward for the moment. I just want to make sure that we do get this. Don't know how much damage we're actually doing to it. It doesn't look like it's doing much. Tell you what, we're not going to really have it be in a position to use the revolt, so I'm going to ask this to come up a little bit closer and see what we can do about attacking them here. You guys come a little bit closer and attack the gates. Don't care so much about the gatehouse as long as we can knock down the gates. 40%. Okay, I've asked you to actually attack the gates, not the gatehouse. The gatehouse is taking ages to knock down. Let's move a little bit.
The gates are down!
Okay, good. Right. Slow that down a second. We'll just have the catapult and now continue to do some damage against the walls. Just so we can try and bring more troops in as a result. Okay. Now, let's see. Morganic Spearmen, we're going to have just 1 unit here in front. So I'm going to ask these guys to start marching up towards the enemy. Archers will have you deployed straight across here then. In fact, let's get the crossbowmen, mercenary crossbows as well. We want you guys to run into position, I think. Right, just so we can make sure we can attack them as I want to. And we're going to bring the mortar crew over to here as well. To be honest, I don't think we're going to be able to use the revolt, so I'll tell you what, you can stop firing right now. And that catapult is going to take ages to do anything against it. Tell you what, we'll seize it for now. Okay, the rest of my troops can continue marching in. Right, let's bring you guys more to just generally march up to here. Likewise with my billmen and with Owen. We'll just have you come in here and we'll start putting you into position as and when we need to. So we've got Bill Militia coming up right now. Archers are going to be a thing. Okay. Right, I'll tell you what, let's send you.
Our soldiers have proved their worth today. The enemy's walls belong to us now.
Okay, you guys are going to be able to get in position to hold that line. We haven't got any enemies coming from this flank yet, so that will be fun. Good. It may be that we just have to hold them here. Well, if they want to send all their Bill Militia at me this way, then that's no problem with me whatsoever. I can just attack them, hold them here, and allow my archers to do the work that I want them to do and take them out. Okay, I tell you what, the rest of you Billmen and Verwin, form up here for the moment. We've taken the tower. No, we haven't taken the tower. Right. You guys can come up here and help out the attack as well. Archers is going to start firing. Okay, Morganic Spearmen. And you guys... Okay, well, charge forward. Archers are now starting to get involved. They're firing. Crossbowmen... Are you able to shoot? Yes, you can. Right, attack these. And you guys attack here. Alright, Billmen, come in here and help defend against them. Alright. So what, you guys push up this way as well. And we'll send you, and you. I'll ask you to come here and then you can start pushing up that way.
The battle is very much in our favour.
Right.
If we remain true and steadfast,
See how we're doing
victory
so
will be
far.
ours.
We've killed 10% of them, they killed 1% of us. That's fine. Fast forward things quite a bit, even though it's just dropped things down to 2 frames a second. But, how are you guys doing? Your victory seems certain. That's what I want to hear. Right. Okay, archers, remember to attack the troops at the rear of the battle. We don't want them attacking our own troops and damage against them. Right. Billman, you can come in up to here. We'll have another unit of spearmen. Okay, you guys can come up to here as well. Ready to attack the enemy's units. You guys can come up to here. Right. Defense seems... Okay. Push up against them. Without you guys can charge up as well. Okay, it's pretty much gone according to plan. Archers are all doing the damage that I wanted them to do in order to take out the enemy's units. These billmen are very exposed to our attack, so we'll do this. Just want to get them up to there. We don't really want them to continue chasing up. Right. Okay, what's left? You guys are routing. You guys are routing. Okay. Right. I'll tell you what. You guys. Just form up here for the moment. Okay, archers, move forward, ready to attack these. Alright, you guys just move up to here. Mortar, move forward so you can attack that unit of Britain bodyguard up there. Anyone is spearmen, you guys can outflank onto the side. We need you two here. We'll have you just come straight up and march slowly but surely up to there. You guys can come up and join them as well. Like so. And that should hopefully allow us to deal with them. Morganic Spearman, you're heading up to where I want you to go. Fantastic. Okay. We'll have you guys charge into that unit of enemy general unit there. We should be able to take them out fairly easily. They are winded though. Okay. You guys, can we move you forward a little bit more in order to try and attack the bill militia that's there rather than that's here?
The battle is very much in our favour.
If
we remain true and
going in the
steadfast,
direction I asked
victory
you
will
to
be
go,
ours.
are you? Oh, without when you're going in the direction I asked you to do, but right. You're going that way. You're over on this side for some reason. We want you to come over here. Alright, general bodyguards are going to be defeated by my spearmen. We'll have... where is it? This unit can come in to support. Alright, artillery, you can focus fire on that unit over there. Archers, where are you guys right now? You're pushing up this way. Okay, let's have you, if possible, deploy here. And then you hopefully be able to still continue to shoot over the walls into the units of bill militia that have still got stationed here. Right. Catapult. Mortar, aim for here. I haven't actually seen it attack yet, so I would like to see what damage it can do. It's supposed to be able to shoot from here, that range, but apparently it's not doing it as well as I thought it might.
Move out.
Okay, safe win.
Units, move out.
Are you marching into position here like I've asked you to do? Probably not.
Spearmen.
Right. Spearmen, come up here and attack the general's bodyguards from the side. Okay, our generals, we're going to ask them to come over to this point here. Might as well get them involved, help out a bit. Right. You guys should be able to win this. Okay, tell you what. No. We want this unit to stay. We'll have you guys just deployed up along here. Come on, deploy. Can't I just order you to get into a line like I should be able to? Apparently not. Alright, let's just do that. Okay, let's get you to run into the formation that I would like you to get into. Like so. Fantastic. Okay, you guys and then you guys, you can form up behind them here. Right, are you getting into formation for me? Apparently not. Okay, my Gonic Spearmen, I want you to continue pushing up against the enemy's generals. Okay, Safeway, you're taking damage for some reason, I don't know why. Tell you what, pull back here. We'll come take you off the skirmish mode, so you're not going to have this issue of the enemy is too close. We don't want to get too close to them, but at the same time, we want you to get nearby. Okay, you guys can run over to here. General and his bodyguards over to that side. Right. Tell you what, Billman need to come in and attack these guys. Apparently, these town militia are able to fight my spearmen just because. Oh, they're exhausted. Okay, Bellman, you can come in and do that. You guys, if we're tempted to charge you against those enemy general units, just to kill them off. Enemy generals have fallen. That's good. Still pushing off though against here. I don't particularly want to see that happening. Right. Archers. I'll tell you what, archers, rather than think, just come over here and attack. You guys get into position so you can attack this giant group of enemies right here. I would like to see you actually attack for a change. Right. Come on. Right. Are you actually able to do that for me? That'd be fantastic if you can. Alright, you guys are broken. Fantastic. Morganic Spearmen, push forward. Ruvelwin, push forward. I'll tell you what, actually. You guys form up, if possible, right here. Ruvelwin, get behind them. As well as you guys. Alright. Archers, deploy along here. Right. Generals. Okay, can we bring you in up along this side, maybe? No, let's keep you back here.
The enemy
just for
are
the
badly
moment.
bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Right. You should be continuing to attack this unit right here. The rest of my troops are going to get into position fairly quickly, hopefully. Right. The Muranov Spearmen over there are holding the line pretty fine, as well as my Billmen. They're able to do damage against these and kill them off. General, no, I told you stay here, stay there. There we go. Don't get closer. Right. Are you guys actually doing anything against this unit? Because I don't see you doing anything.
We're under attack!
Right. We're gonna... Let's put you guys in guard mode. Right, archers, you can just continue to do damage. Crossbowmen. Let's great. Archers, you still running into thing, are you?
We're under attack!
Right, last couple of men are getting into position. Let's fast forward things slightly. Okay, crossbowmen, attack this unit of Bill Militia. Archers. Alright, go after their unit of Bill Militia as well. If we kill any of the enemy's generals units, then that's even better. Right. This unit's about to be defeated. I don't want to charge my general, you see, into this generals into these unit of Bill Militia, just because they are very good against a horseman, and I don't particularly want my generals to die. Instead, if they want to shoot them to pieces with my archers, then so be it. So that's going to be very useful. You guys can to do some damage against them. Although I don't actually see much happening with the archers. I mean, this is firing. This is the thing. This is firing, but it doesn't actually look like it's actually hitting anything.
My lord! Our men are in command of the city!
Let's have a look. Okay, shooting something. But I don't see them actually landing or anything like that. That's the weird thing. Okay, tell you what. Let's charge them forward now and kill these off. Pretty much everyone now has been defeated, so we just need to go after the general's bodyguards. Right. Archers, you can continue doing your job. You guys can charge in here against the town militia and the billmen. General. Okay, archers, let's stop you firing. Let's stop you firing as well. And let's stop you firing as well. Whatever happened just there, we must have taken a massive hit now thanks to the artillery. But again, I don't see any explosions. I don't even see the cannonballs hitting the ground or mortar shells hitting the ground. It's just sort of boom and then off it goes. Right. Everyone who can fight, you should be in a position now to be charging forward. And we should have basically wiped them out. 99% of the enemy's dead. Let's fast forward things slightly. I think we just need to pick up the last of the enemy's horsemen here.
Good tidings. The enemy general lies
seems
dead.
We got 20
Sent
seconds.
the base cur to hell.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the battle.
This is a clear
295
victory
men
that goes
killed.
to
That's pretty good with me. And in return, we managed to wipe out the entire garrison and take the last English settlement for ourselves. Like so. Simon has been killed. Just
victory!
exterminate the population. Right. Let's sort this out now so we can repair these. What? They must have had more stuff here than this. Come on. Fairground, ballistic. Okay. That sucks. I'm really disappointed. They had such great buildings here. Now that I've taken it, all of a sudden, it seems that the great market has shrunk in size back to a normal market. That has annoyed me. Tell you what, we'll take that. We'll repair the walls here, and let me see. Fairground, this will give me access to tradable goods. Abbey. Let's see, Council Chamber, we'll get that in place. We can at least recruit, do something for them. Okay. But we've now managed to do that, so let's work through this. End of turn phase, we're still the most strongest military faction in the game. Keys are stored because of lack of money. King Daviv the Scarred is now our new faction leader, so he's the one over in Ireland leading the charge there. Iago Mayrig has now come of age, and he's actually... okay, he's not too bad, he's decent command, level 3 at least. He's a knight fighter, he's a soft judge, and born to command. You know what? I think we could actually use this guy. So, I'm going to have him, I think, march down in order to join up with the army here.
Yes, my liege.
In fact, let me just have a quick
We shall
look.
continue
1
tomorrow,
star,
my liege.
4 stars. You know what? You're actually better, so I'll tell you what we do. We'll have you head towards
Making
Nottingham.
camp here, noble sire.
Or, where's the thing being held? There. Tell you what, let's shift this around. You are going to now put your people here instead. Up there, and up here. You're going to go
We
to
shall
the force
continue
here.
tomorrow, my liege.
And we're going to start recruiting a new army to help up in the north. So we need 2 units of these to start with. We need some good male of these. And we need some good archers. We do need male knights in that as well. I'll tell you what, let's swap these around. Let's get some male knights and a safe whip. Alright, let's get some more safe whip from here. Got 3 there, so let's get 4, 5 in total. Let's see, we can get some male knights as well. You guys can start wandering over. And okay, we don't need them here then. Let's see, there's not there. Just thinking, because it's going to take a little while for them to get into position, so whereas if I recruit them from here, they'll just go straight there. We've got 2 more turns before we can get more magnetic spearmen, so what I may do is ask some Mawaniv spearmen to be produced to supplement the line more than anything, so you guys can do that. We want some artillery, so we're going to come back over here. I think I'm going to stick to mortars. They seem to have been decent in the battle, but I didn't actually see much of it done. We also get a... no, I don't want to really get a catapult. Okay, we can't actually recruit anything more right now, that's why. Okay. But let's continue going through here. Recruitment report, that's done. Hostilities have ceased between Norway and Scotland. Okay, they're definitely coming after us. Officer Commander. One's on Dread. Canterbury is done. Trade is increased. And England have now been defeated. The long legacy these people have at last come to an end by your hand. Celebrations held in honour of your glorious conquest of the Dominion erupt throughout the kingdom, with everyone from Prince to Pauper toasting your righteous reign. If only that gave me public order bonuses because of it. I think that would have been a nice little bit if that was actually true, you know? Right. In a couple of turns I'll be able to get access now to some units like these English spearmen and things like that. Just something I can actually keep as a garrison while I move my army away. Because we need to start sending this army up north to be prepared against the Scottish. Over here, let me see. Captain Fergus has actually got in the way.
I'll rip off your head and spit down your
What has
neck.
he got? Radia, Hobdica. Okay, we can take out this army that's got a lot of casualties. The only thing is, will they stick around or will they try and fight? That's the thing, I don't know. I'm surprised I managed to get there so quickly. I thought I was quite quickly taking the initiative against them, but apparently not. Don't want to win.
Yes, sire! Moving to crush the enemy!
We'll fight another battle.
Show no mercy! Kill them all!
Crap. You know, it just occurred to me, I would have preferred to have my horsemen in here, my tailie, because at least I would have had some units to be able to catch up with them and do some weird charges. But you know what? We'll be okay. King David will do the job. This will be his first battle as well as king. And it could have been in worse terrain.
Units, await my orders!
Okay, so we know the Irish are somewhere in this side of the map. But we don't know where. Now I wonder if I can't really draw them towards me because of how the map is, so I can't actually exactly get them to come at me because of the fact that I got artillery, but they do know I've got artillery, so it may force them to come at me anyway. Okay, let's get what spearmen we do have. We'll put the billmen as well in the front line. We'll put that unit then anyway. Right. So let's put you guys along here. There's a decent line. Right, we'll have you guys in fort mode. Gwent Raiders, we'll have you as the sort of second line then behind them. Just so we can outflank and attack them with our lightly armored troops when we need to. Okay. Lines all the way over there, that's fine. We have a combination of Helvin and Saferis, so we can put these guys... put these in the front. But what I like to do, because the amount of horsemen that the enemy has, is if I switch off here, we can put stakes down. And that should hopefully, they'll stay then as we move back. We'll have... It's not really much I can actually do with the artillery. There's just not much of a range, but with all the trees, but we'll have to try and do our best. Alright. You guys can keep to the side then of the artillery. We don't want you actually getting hit by it. Tell you what, come over on this side. Okay, that would be my... This is basically the plan. We'll start the battle. We know they're in front of us. Okay. They know where we are because we can't hide our artillery. So what I'm hoping we can do is have these ready to fire and see what they're going to do for us. In fact, where are they maybe headed? Okay. Might have been an idea actually to try and bring the army up here if possible, because this is actually a decent one. I'm surprised I didn't notice it. Okay, let's do that. Tell you what, let's move the troops up here if possible so we can take advantage of this position. No, you know what? No, let's keep them where we are. No, we want them to come at us, don't we? So yeah, let's do that. You guys can form up over here. Archers, we'll put you guys slightly in the front line for now, and then we can pull them back once they get closer. Gwent Raiders, we'll have you split up. We'll have you two on this flank, ready to charge in, and you two over on this flank. Then Velvin and this unit of Billmen can form up then in the center, ready to charge forward as needed. Bombards, we can just put you here once you get there slowly but surely. General, we'll put you to one side. Now everyone should be marching into position. We'll fast forward time as well. Oh. Okay, the Irish forces have arrived first. Okay, let's change the plan then. Same basic formation, but otherwise along here instead. So we'll put you guys along there. You guys over on this side. You guys over on this side. Right, so you guys can form up here. Archers, we'll pull you back a bit so you're a bit more further this way. You guys can, you're just going to be spending most of the time just getting into position, so we'll do that. General can form up on this flank as well. And that should be everyone now. Let's fast forward it. I'm just walking them right now because I don't particularly want them to have the strain of getting tired out before we face the Irish in battle. So just coming up here should be fine. Javelinmen's in the front, swordsmen here, got Gaelic archers on the front line and light infantry. Okay, they know where we are and they're coming towards us now. Right. Gaelic archers are going to be in front. Tell you what, can we bring my general up front here and charge in just so we can try and do some damage against them initially. Horse boys, you've already tried to do some stuff, it seems. Right. General, charge into the unit of horse boys. See if we can wipe out some of them out. Okay, everyone else can now run in to get into formation. Okay, horse boys have already been defeated. You guys can push forward now. General, push, attack, come on. I know we're fighting through woods, but it's okay. You guys can still charge out, get a big massive charge bonus against them. We don't want to get too close to their javelin men, just in case. But if we can kill a few of their archers, that's going to help us out in a bit longer. Defeat is a distinct possibility. Really? I would have thought it would be a pretty much a guarantee, to be honest.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Our troops are continuing getting into formation. Archers, you should be ready to attack. Okay, archers, come after the... In fact, all my archers. Attack the horse boys. You guys come and attack these as well. General, we'll have to be a bit careful because while we're engaging these right now, they're about to bring in cavalry themselves. So pull back, General. Pull back, pull back, pull back.
The General flees like the coward he is. Press onward and break the spirit of his army.
You guys are hiding, ready for them to charge in. Light cavalry's forming up, and then they're going to attack our billmen, so we should be fine there. Our archers, just stay where you are and just do some general damage against them. Okay, let's pull you guys a bit more closer. General, why are you... What's taking you... Okay, you guys charge forward a little bit and try and push against them. Don't know why our general all of a sudden lost so much casualties. I think it might be because of the... Okay, they do have a few units here, don't they? More horse boys charging in here. Okay, you guys can charge into here. Right, pushing against them. Okay. Their artillery's doing some damage. We'll start pushing up now with the rest of our units. Okay, you guys come in and break and attack these. You guys come into here, you guys come in here. You guys charge forward into their units there now. Velwyn help out by charging in against them as well. We want to kill them as much as we can. Billman, come over here and help against these as well. We've managed to get some units to whip. Fantastic. You guys can charge after them. General, come after the Harbinger here. We need to kill these. You've taken a few casualties. Why is that? Because we've got all our heavy cavalry charging over to the side. Okay, Spearmen, come over here and help out. Any other units of Spearmen are currently fighting. You guys can charge over here as well. Okay, Gwent Raiders, you push forward. Still got some enemies to kill. We need to kill them. Charge forward this way. General, where are you? Horse boys come after these archers. Kill what you can of these units. We have got the initiative. We are going to win this battle fairly easily. I just would like to try and kill off more of them if possible. You guys come after them.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Right, we can catch them. There we go. Okay, you focus on taking out these. You guys focus on taking them out as well. You guys pushing against them. Right. Okay, balance bar, we should win this. It's just a case that I'm trying to catch up because they're all running away from me right now. Roughton, they're broken. These guys are broke as well. Okay, continue pushing forward. You're taking damage, General, from some direction, and I don't particularly want you to die. Tell you what, bring you guys back up to the front line. Our line back up here. Don't particularly want us to take damage from these horse boys. They've really turned out to be annoying. You guys can focus instead on firing at these. Why are these attacking me when they should not be attacking us? Kill them. Alright, we want a spearman. I want you to move forward. Okay. The thing is, I can't even adjust the camera angle so we can see properly what's going on in here. All I know is that we've got enemies attacking us in the trees. I can't actually see what's going on without zooming in right down in here. I suppose it represents it. It is quite realistic in that way, isn't it? Okay, General, I want you to come over here and kill these. Right. You should be able to kill off some units from... Where are you guys? Take these out. General, you're about to come down and kill off some people. Right. Look like here, archers, more horse boys.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
Out. Finish them off. We did take a few more casualties during this battle than I would have liked. It's just the sheer amount of armor-piercing damage that the enemies have got from all sorts of units. It's just very frustrating to try and deal with. They had a lot of missile fire as well, so we stood back. We'd get killed and have more men die, which I don't particularly want. Alright, what's happening over here now, which is we are chasing away. Alright, 4 units of Adairan. And what's down here finally? Use the swordsman. There's only 6 of them though. Okay, you know what? I think we can safely exit the battle at this point.
All of Christendom will be awed by the victory we have won.
It's not what I would have liked to have seen. I would have preferred to have taken less casualties, but it's okay. We've dealt with it.
Mercy, my lord.
It's
There's
tempting.
no need for this.
Yes, it is. Goodbye.
Victory!
Now we can march straight on towards Trim. We're going to
They'll
attack
wish
straight
they'd
away.
never been born, sire. They're dead once we breach the walls, sire.
The Ulster swordsmen are going to be a bit of a thing. These guys are pretty decent. If it was me commanding the army, I would just have my archers shoot them to pieces. But we're going to auto-resolve it instead. We've lost 704 men in that battle. So it would have been better if I actually just fought it myself.
Such is the fate of all who oppose us.
Okay, let's
Victory!
again...
These people now kneel before us, my lord.
Let's sack the settlement this time. I think I could do with the extra money. We'll repair all the buildings then. I don't mind doing that. And I can eventually order this to be upgraded. Oh no, that's going to cost all our money. Okay. We can actually get access to some of the enemy's troops as well. Irish squires, maybe not so much a big thing. For example, Galaglach we'll be able to get next turn. That would be actually a nice little bonus. Okay, let's do that. Okay, the final thing I wanted to do as well. Let me see.
Sire.
Let's
Orders.
combine you guys and
Sire.
you guys. And then what I can do then, I can ask my Tailing then to ride up
Orders.
and join up with
My
the
lord.
horse.
Yes, sire.
Just like that. And then eventually, as we get the culture spread over here in Twim to something to more Welsh, we'll be able to actually replenish our men a lot more easily. Some of the units, like for example the Billmen here, they're just going to... Unfortunately, I don't think we can do much about replenishing them over here in Ireland. So we may be prepared to lose a couple of them and have to replace them with Elwyn once more. But we can only think... The main thing right now is just to essentially make sure that we can hold a thing and make sure our culture gets spread as well. Just so we can make sure that we can get replenishment done, we can get our troops back under command. Right, you need to be repaired as well, so let's do that first of all. Siege Works, Gunsmith, Britannia, Council Chambers, let's get that as well. So what's the situation right here with public order? Insurgents 15%, Unrest 15%, and Squalor is the big problem right now. So we'll have Council Chambers built, that will improve sanitation essentially. Right. And if we come back to construction in a second, Citadel as well, maybe want to get it in the future. But for now, let's see, convert to city, chapel, that's okay. We'll end the turn.
Leaving the army, sire.
So we've got troops getting
Splitting
produced ready
forces,
for the second army
Leaving
up
the
in
army,
back in
sire.
Nottingham Way. We've got the Scottish now coming in from the north, so my army down in Canterbury is going to have to come and deal with that as soon as possible. Unless their diplomat has got something to say. They do not. What about you, Princess? I mean, I can't remember. Have they actually laid siege yet to any of my buildings? I don't think... No, they haven't yet. They're attacking that rebel fort up in the north of there. But okay, you're marching a wave now as well. Okay. Right. Well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to make damn sure that we've got an army heading up there in order to attack them, because I don't want to have it that they're going to come and get me. We'll do this so we can actually get the Explorers Guild. Mercantile acquisition. There's lucrative trade to be had here, but first we must deal with the opposition. The guild recommends you send your merchant to make an acquisition of this merchant's trade. Christopher. We get florins from the guild if we can achieve this, so where do we need to go? This guy.
Would you wish to establish
Norwegian
new
merchant.
trade links?
He's
It
doing
is in
silver,
both
which is
our
720,
interests to
and he's a decent enough merchant. I don't know if I can actually do much against him myself. I will have to see what we can do. Like, for example, I've got a merchant here. You're actually pretty decent. Come over here and see if you can take over his stuff for the next turn.
Going all out for their assets, sire.
Canterbury now is affected by plague, which is affecting my characters and killing off my soldiers. I not want to exactly hear that. Okay, we're now... Scotland now is the strongest military army. I need to bear that in mind. We are rich. We're the strongest. We are the most advanced. We've got a mission. Morvan Cadwallon has died because of the plague. Right, we've lost a general because of the plague again. Same as King Llewellyn. That can't believe. Okay. What I ideally want to do, let's leave a couple of units behind right now. Just enough so we can think that can stay. Just so we can keep the army and the settlement under command. Would like to be able to recruit these, but we can't do that for another 2 turns. Okay, let's see. Right. Can we recruit any more of these? One more turn to go. Okay.
Need someone removed, sir.
Sire.
Everyone else is getting into position over here, are they not? They should do. Okay. Is there anything I can use here? We should get access now. We've got Taylor, which I'm still disappointed about how crap they actually are. Let's see. Blessed Towers I don't need to worry about. Penvor. Archery range. Does this give me them with extra experience? You know what? Let's get an armor for now. We can build that up. And we've got a barracks coming as well that will give us access to the Magona experiment from this side. Okay. Over here, what can we do about retraining? We can at least retrain a couple of the men, it seems. And we're going to hire a unit of Galaglach ready. Irish Kerns. Light infantry. To be honest, I think I might recruit a unit, but I don't know. These guys may have to be joined up so we can actually make a bit more thing of them. Right, you guys. To be honest, I can disband these. They don't really do much. Yeah, let's just disband the units. Okay, down over here, we can't retrain any new units. Right. But what we can do, while the Irish have got up here, is it possible? No, we've got 2 large armies down here already. Okay.
I'll rip off your head and spit down your neck.
Of course you will. Thanks for the graphic detail. Anyway, I think, to be honest, there's not really much I can do for now. I would like to, well, spend the money and upgrade this to a citadel, I think. Can't really do much else otherwise. This give me access to a trebuchet eventually. But for the moment, we just have to wait for these settlements to be able to convert over to the Welsh thing. We've only got a small little chapel. Let's spend the money on getting that upgraded. And likewise, gunsmith, leather tanner. Let's just get a couple of spear militia here, and yeah, that would do. End the turn. Okay, once we get to the end of this end turn phase, well, I'll end the episode then. So we're at just over an hour, but I think that's fine. So not too much of a thing.
Leaving the army, sire.
Now, the immediate thing we've got is that we've got a number of large Irish armies still around the area, and I need to push forward and really start taking their territory. Now, the Scottish have been making advances into my lands, which is a little bit disconcerting to say the least. I want to make sure then that this army outside Canterbury is going to be marching up to help and defend my northern border, just in case. We do have the spy there just in case we have to, so we can keep an eye on things, make sure we can see when anyone's coming towards us, but we'll have to wait and see. Llywelyn of Clonogh Val, you've got the opportunity to marry Iago Cavrin. Now, he's no commander, he's okay at management, chivalry is alright, but he's loyal beyond question, and he's an alright age. You know what, we'll accept that. Master Explorers, yeah, we'll do that, sure. Death stalks the land. You're still taking damage right now?
Command me, sire.
Alright, let's move you out from
Marching,
here and
sir.
put you into there. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching as always, and I hope you join me for the next episode. But until then, bye for now.